Well, hello. Back to my channel. Fire and Ice, Alchemy Rising, Pegasus, Reborn. Tonight's message, I should say. Bloodletting. Concept of the twin flame. But it's really more coming from my own concept, my own personal perspective. The lost pieces that we have lost, and especially having to do with, partners that we seek, relationships that we desire to build, but it's just like, you think the other person is supposed to be the person to come in to complete you as a puzzle piece, to come in and to conjoin the two pieces of you together. And the pieces really that we have lost are the pieces, fragments of our puzzle piece that has been shattered. And the other puzzle piece that never came to compliment us, but to either gaslight or manipulate us, and to never acknowledge that they did anything wrong. Practical narcissist, right? This cosmic duality. We collecting those pieces. Sexual repression in times of uncertainties in our history that we crave and desire certain activities, sexual activities and relationships, and it's certain things that excite us. And when we don't have the right person to come in to fill those things, we keep going until we find that right person. Because some of us crave something even more deeper, such as even mixing of the two bloods together during even certain sexual. You may have probably had it, crave certain sexual desires that maybe seemed unnatural to some people, but very natural indeed, because some of us crave more and deeper than the average human being. That it takes a real unique, special person to come in and to fill that role that not everybody can fill. And the human beings do exist. The few in between, but yes, you can find them. You know what you're looking for, you continue to seek, you will find. O alchemist, seeker, Phoenix and Pegasus. And almost like a moth to the flame as well, burning together. Your own hybrid nature, burning together, burning lovers, for sure. Thinking about this sleep, before I get to the message, I was thinking about the Sleep Token song earlier, going on about my redemption, my eternal exemption, setting you free. It's almost like setting you free of the chaos, unless you desire the chaos, just as much as I desire the chaos. That we come together and really just absorb into each other. Glowing like diamonds, glowing like gemstones, burning brighter than the hottest of coals. Redemption and eternal exemption, setting really us both free. But in reality, we are conjoining as puzzle pieces. Fire and ice. Going back, parts my message, especially to do with the beginning of the twin flame, is the person just like as the puzzle pieces coming to complement us. Although some people have issues with theirs, because it also could go back to narcissism, it could go back to gaslighting and manipulating, and the person never taking any accountability of their actions, because they keep regurgitating, they say and go with the old flow of their oppression, instead of just letting go and admit their wrongs. And that's just how they see it as a normal, but it's not normal, and we move on. We collect ourselves. The partners that are the twin flames are team players, supposed to be team players. They come together as the puzzle pieces, connecting as one. They go, no, yeah, scissoring, huh? Yeah. But coming together to matrimony, or the matrimony of their lifetimes, of a lifetime. And just like this geode, my geode right here, coming together, they glow, just as a geode glows. And jewels, gemstones, however you view it, they glow in different colors. And it emits out a frequency, distributes out, just as equilibrium, out into this cosmic universe. When they come together as one, they can both explore each other's desires, fantasies, even the most, it seems like, the dirtiest of fantasies, the deepest of thoughts, desires, romances, you name it. Our wishes are your commands. Eternal exemption setting you free, setting us free. And the twin flames, yes, goes into the repression, but when these two come together, it's not as natural beings, but you could also see them as spiritual in a way. And the love is the spiritual side. The intercourse is the physical. Fire and ice. Burning and constantly burning. And it's almost like it's never really enough. The repression only comes from where you are with the individual that comes into your life that you were never supposed to be with. And it happens. Happens to some of the best of people. And this most likely can come in with the gaslighting and the narcissism, the manipulating, the never taking accountability for one's actions. Such dishonesty. Spontaneism, being spontaneous, taking accountability for your actions, being team players, being honest, building each other up. Note taking on what the person likes, what they don't like. What is your favorite this or that, I should say. What is your itch? What is itching you? How do we cure your itch, this itch? That we are longing to itch away to a calming peace, a relaxation, a refinement. That we have the release we need, spiritually, mentally. serotonins being released and relieved. The repression, the twin flame. The dualities we are living in. And bringing up another one is scrying or manifesting our destinies. Manifesting, opening the doorway to our futures and to our destinies that we all need, that we meditate on, we focus in on, we peer into the mirror, the black mirror, and the mirror itself. We angle the rock in such a way where it's kind of halfway clear, halfway blurry, and we're manifesting until we get to the full alignment that the rock turns in tune with the mirror, and then the path becomes clear. And we were already thinking about this, and as we were thinking about it, the path is becoming more and more clear through the mirror of scrying. And manifestations begin to take off. Everything is coming to fruition, slowly but surely. A transitioning is happening, starting in the spirit and then going into manifesting into the physical. Your journey is soon to happen. Be ready, be prepared. Something is coming. Fire and Ice, Pegasus Rising. Alchemical alliance and duality. You're being positioned, so get ready to be positioned into where you are headed. And maybe you don't even know where you are headed. But just maybe continue on and a photo, an image will pop up. Maybe you can't even always make out the full image. But something of resonance you can always meditate on, pray, and research. And then it will start to become more clearer and clearer and clearer as the days go on. And you will find out, where is my new location? Where am I headed? What is the whole transitioning all about? And as humans, as individuals, we like to think we have it all figured out, but we don't. We have to slowly start manifesting and start getting everything ready to go in here. And just as the geodesist's rock, halfway clear, halfway blurry in the mirror. And as it becomes more and more clear, the photograph in our mind and our consciousness, or in the dream state too, becomes more and more clear. And then everything starts to manifest out. And yet we don't know every step, but we begin to make every step, building each and every step to make it fully manifest to our physical reality, duality, the matrix, whatever you want to call it. That it doesn't matter how many people deny this and saying, I already know what I want to do, I know where I want to go. You might be even setting up for a new job, new career, whatever. But you're getting worried because you don't know all the steps. But, don't worry about not knowing each and every step. Just start building for a journey. Don't look at it as a whole, but take each part and dissect it one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. And therefore you're building, making your destination eventually come into fruition as the mirror of the scrying mirror comes into fruition more clear, and then eventually becomes clear. Our new journey becomes more clear and eventually is clear. We manifest, and then we finally get there, and then there we are. And we can say that we made it. We were competing with our own selves, nobody else. We don't actually compete with others, we're actually just in competition with our own ways, our own selves, our own mind, that maybe we don't even always fully understand. And the thing is, the trick and the deception about people, they think they're in competition with maybe you or somebody else, but they're not. It's only with themselves. So they're only competing against themselves, thinking, oh, it's this other person, but in reality, it's just themselves. So it's almost like they keep going backwards when you keep going forward. You know, they do the opposite. And really, when you do the opposite, especially when it comes to the transitioning, saying if you're getting ready to, this is for you. This message is for you, that you're dissecting, you're taking one piece at a time, and you're going, transcending. It's almost like you are on a timeline. There's multiple timelines maybe that you're just doing one each piece of the steps to make it come into clear, make the mirror, make the scrying mirror come into full focus each and every day. And you're constantly thinking about it. You might be writing it out in your journal, whatever, and eventually everything is complete, ready to take off. Everything has transitioned, manifested in the way as it should, that everything is complete, finished, coming to fruition, fully manifested to your liking. Everything about the new transition from the spirit into the physical has been rooted in something good. You have been rooted in something good. That is what I feel, I hear. And you might even be a risk taker. You take chances that other people don't. Will applause to you, because everything that is not given to you now is going to give you to you sooner than later, because your whole mentality, your whole mindset, your whole achieving your goals. You're definitely a risk taker who takes more risks. I can always for sure you that a lot of times, maybe not all the time, but I would say a lot of the times, you do get more reward out of things than the people that take the minimum risk. And people always say, well, taking risks is taking risks. You know, like, what if this happens, don't matter. Focus on the what ifs. But what about if you focus, what can you imagine, like, what if it's like, you focus on the what ifs, if not happen, like, if you didn't do this, this would never happen, this would never come true. If you wouldn't have done these steps, you would have never got so-and-so or met this person to lead you so-and-so, so on and so forth. Greater things ahead, but you kind of have to, not force it, but kind of knock on the door, and the door will open. Like, imagine a door in the spirit, and it's being opened as you knock. Because something said, well, I made it to the door, but it's not opening, it's locked. Maybe I should turn around. Well, sometimes you just simply knock, and it will open. And then your journey is either, it could start, it could be at the finish line, or you could be halfway. And it seems like there's always something there to kind of set you back, hold you back, so on and so forth. But you used wisdom and said, no, this is not the end of my journey. So, knock, knock. Here I come, walking through, onward to my destiny. And this applies to anything in life, the careers, the relationships, the twin flames, finding someone who heals your oppression and is the right partner for you, and to fulfill any desire, no matter if it even goes against social norms, to the average couple marriages, such as the bloodletting, such as anything that may be taboo, fringe, anything that is more deeper than normal human desires and intimacy that maybe seem unnatural to some, but to others it is natural. Therefore, it is natural to the ones that crave more of the normal human sensual sexual affection than the average, such as even the two bloods mixing to create something even more than just a physical component of intimacy, but rather the spiritual component. So intimate, so deep. I do say so myself. And such as even the people that are, even dominant or submissive, or both, they play their roles right and they both crave both roles. So let both parties play both roles, and to fulfill and touch on each desire one craves to be met. And to not just sometimes even achieve, but to overachieve and be overachievers within these desires of the deeper side of intimacy. Erotica, sensual sexual nature of the human mind, the human biology, the body language. Let it rise and let it ride out and flow, and it will. It will. It will. It will. And it will. Furthermore, we lift each other up. We help each other out along the way. And even through the good, through the bad, through the ugly. Especially through the bad, because I see that the bad is always, you could view it as the good, because you're getting past obstacles that you, twin flames, partners, team players need to get through, talk about, share ideas with. And these are just hurdles that's trying to stop you from staying together, being compatible, leading your way, and meeting each other where you both need to be met. One person helps out the other person helps out this person, the other person, and fills each other up each and every time. On the good, through the good, through the bad, through the ugly. You're just constantly filling each other up. Always. Always and always. Imagine the colors from the geode are just like your love language. What is your love language? Specified by these colors. Do they resonate to you? You feel like you're deeper, as in your emotional attachment or emotional care and love than other humans or your average human. Has a hard time even expressing the most simplest, intimate desires, thoughts, physicality, so on and so forth. Is it deeper? Is it seemed rather unnatural to others, but is so natural to you and to your partner? Good questions with simple and great solutions, I for sure you. Things will resolve, but we work through these things to get them resolved in the right manner, in the right way. We know. And this cosmic duality, this cosmic universe tells us we are overachievers, we are winners, we are moth to the flame with burning desires, almost like half human, half hybrid. The hybrid is just symbolic for the deeper intimacy and love languages that seem rather unnatural to others, but is so natural to you. Use the symbology of the moth to the flame as that. Fire nice. To lovers burning in the flame together to come out whole and collected, just as puzzle pieces. Collect, connect. Fire nice, fire nice, fire nice. In conclusion, fire nice, Pegasus reborn, alchemical, alchemy, alchemical, rising, Phoenix rising, fire nice. Closing of my video. And remember, all messages, the deeper side of us and the deeper side of you. Do you see it? Think about these things I've discussed in my conversations and my messages. And you too will be like the moth to the flame. You may already be. You don't even know it yet. Fire nice, fire nice, fire nice, fire nice.